we got Jugglord out on the Miami Hustle today. We appreciate your time. Thank you for coming out.
What's good? What's good? You already know, man. Big DTH Jugg.
We see you doing big things up in Broward, but we know that you were born and raised in Miami.
I was born in Miami. I was raised in Broward, actually. I moved out of Miami when I was, like, what, 7 or 8 years old. Moved to Broward. Moved to Margate first. That's my city, Southgate. You know, I'm going to rep that shit till I die. And, yeah, man, I've been rocking with Broward. You know, I moved over to Lauderdale when I got older, 17. So that's why I kind of fuck with Lauderdale. Lauderdale's my side, too. So,
that's what's up. Shout out to Lauderdale. How often do you come down to Miami?
Just really to party. A lot of my friends and family died and went to jail. And it's like, it's a lot of, like, you know, just street politics down here that I just rather avoid. And I barely be in the city like that in Miami. When I come down, I come down to party. Because, you know, when I was on that side, there's a lot of grief over there.
Yeah.
Like, literally up the street from here.
Yeah. And how's it up north? How's it been up there?
You know, lately it's been a little rough because, you know, I don't know. It seems like Broward just turning into Murderville. Like, I don't know what's going on up there. But
it's everywhere. It's not only Broward.
Broward County is actually going a little bad, but I stay downtown, so you know, I'm a little...
That's what's up. And, yo, we got to thank Savage for coming out again. Second time on the Miami Hustle. Brought out the squad, too. So we appreciate you. And if you want to just tell them a little bit about how you guys met.
So Jugg and I actually knew each other really young. And then through life, we ended up reconnecting as adults already. And it's funny because I recognized him, but I couldn't remember his name. But then when he saw me, he said my legal name. I'm like, what the fuck? And then I was like, wait a minute, wasn't we, you know, like always cool in school when we was jits? He's like, yeah. I was like, oh shit, it is you. You just grew up. You feel me? And what can I say, man? I've been riding as hard as I can for his movement, and everyone knows it. I annoy a lot of people on a daily basis, and I'm proud of it, dog. That's why we here.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? That's all I have to say pertaining to that.
Hey, that's respect, bro. Yeah, nah, you're a real one, for real. And you got to have those type of people around you, bro, especially when you're trying to make it. Because there could be a lot of distractions out there.
Easily you can get distracted with music.
Yeah, bro. So when did you start, like, getting into the music?
I mean, seriously, I started doing it, like, after my homeboy X died. Like, I was doing music for a long time. But seriously, like, I started putting out music and taking it more serious and actually doing it after X passed. I felt like, you know, I always wanted to do the music. It's just distracted from other things I was doing. I could never, like, keep at it. Like, you know, I would always grow a buzz and, you know, be rocking shows and then go missing for 3 months and not put out no music the rest of the year. Like, I did that just recently in 2020. I put out a bunch of music, was going hard, and then didn't do shit for like a year or two.
What makes you stop? What makes you not keep going?
Other things, you know, just trying to, you know, elevate a little more.
Yeah.
And just prosper. Just prospering in a different way. Because, you know, like, I love music and, you know, I do want to be famous and I do want to make it, but it's not like I need it to be, you know, financially secure. And that's what I'm doing, you know, securing businesses and, you know, different things like that.
No, you love the music. That's why
I'm here. I want to do this shit. Yeah. I want to do it. So this year I told myself I'll put everything to the side and do just that. You know, I'm trying my best to make it just that. So.
No, you're going hard. Like, I saw your stuff. Top quality, like the videos are on point, the music's there, like keep it going. Consistency. That's why I ask about it.
That's all it is, bro.
That's why I ask about the layoffs and the little breaks, because if you just go hard at it for 5-10 years straight, there's no doubt you're gonna make it. 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, I wanted to, but it's just like, you know, a lot of people depend on me. I take care of family.
Yeah, things come up. So, I feel you.
Yeah, bro. Now, the older you get, the harder it becomes when it comes to the music, because
it actually, like, was the opposite. Like, when I was younger, it came easily. Like, yeah, I could have probably made it then, but, like, I wasn't even on it. Like, I was more focused on the street shit and just doing other shit. Like, it was like, probably like how these young guys are now. But it's just back then, there was no cameras and there wasn't shit like, you know, that could get shown all over the internet. But it was just more fun to do street shit when we was younger. And then, like, when it became more about money, that's when I was like, okay, yeah, I could put it, you know, through music and stuff. I could make it into music because I always did music since I was younger.
Yeah.
Like, I was in a group. We were supposed to get signed when I was a kid. Like, my mom was my manager and shit.
What?
How old?
I was probably 13.
Yo, that's what's up. What type of music were you doing?
Hip hop still.
Fire.
Like, but we used to do group music. We had like 4 people, 4 rappers on the track every time and shit. Sometimes.
Yo, shout out to your mom being a manager. That's
but my mom was a good manager, but she's pushy, and that's why it didn't work out. Like, she wants to do everything her way, and I want shit my way. So it's like, no.
No, that's fire. She believed in you. She's like, let's go hard.
That's what's up.
So you took it serious.
Mm-hmm.
You started heading out to studios. You had a boy, a producer.
Well, really, see, and this is the thing. Like, okay, before I took it serious, I was just running around Miami doing shit, and I connected with a bunch of people who was doing the same, like, music shit through what I was doing. So I was looking like, oh, it's that easy to connect with these people? Boom. So I just started, like, releasing music and being around these people, and simply, like, I went from having no followers to followers. Like, I promise I went from 1 year having, like, 4,000 to, like, 12. After coming back out to X and shit, I was just like, sheesh.
Yo, you want to talk about the people that you were meeting? Because I see you got...
I met a lot of people, man. Shit, I don't really want to say names, but I met a lot of people, and I know a lot of people in the industry. The reason I ain't gonna say names because they're afraid to say my name. But when they see me...
but that's smart, though. Like,
just know the list is legit, dog.
You got to be out there connecting. That's why... That's what's going to get you far.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the consistency and the connections. And, like, speaking of the consistency, when you started taking it serious, when it comes to drops, because I know some artists, they like to hold on to their stuff, and, like, they might get hesitant to drop new stuff, but, like...
My only hesitation be me, because, like, I'm serious now. So, like Down the Hustle, you see Down the Hustle, and them songs was like, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 for a push out to get going, and like the videos aren't cheap. Like you see, we got Lamborghini, we got the fucking
it's a
penthouse.
It's a business.
So I'm not gonna drop anything and not put money behind it for it to get out. It's what are you dropping it for? You hoping to go viral, maybe like TikTok or something, but I don't have TikTok songs yet. But like I don't hope to go viral. I'm pushing my money behind it so it can do what it need to do, reach the people that it need to reach. I don't want an overnight success. I know my music good enough to last. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pushing my money, but I'm betting on myself.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
Are you super hands on with like the production? Like, are you
everything? I record. Like last night, I was recording myself. You know what I mean? Like I'm hands on with everything. The merge, I'm hands on with like doing my own numbers, the loading, putting like. I used to write the lyrics up for the Apple Music and the fucking Instagram and shit. I had to do that shit myself, like all that stuff. Like I had to do everything.
But you got the right mindset, though. I like what you said about, like, you can't just release a song and expect it to go viral on TikTok. You got to, like, put the marketing behind it, the video. Like, you got to have, like, bro, there's money behind music.
For like a week, it was $200. For like a week, it was $200 on YouTube just for, like, the last song I just put out. 100 Pack, it was $200 for a week, per week. It's like shit. But it did numbers, and I got a lot of subscribers on it, man.
Yeah, bro. When did you start learning about the business side of the music?
That's what I took the break for last year, to learn that stuff, and I actually started a record label. So I actually put out an artist before I did myself. He was on Worldstar, all that shit, and went through major labels. We worked with Alamo, Sony. We worked with Fredo Bang's label. Also, we worked with Miami Music Management through that. So it was like a lot of people was working with that, and that was my first drop, and I got 35% of the record. Got the most through everybody, Alamo, Sony. I got more than everybody. So. That was a good business-wise.
You're not just an artist. You know how to do business. You're a businessman.
For sure. Like I said, I love the music, so I can't wait to make it and enjoy it. But my plan is to be like the CEO.
That's what's up. That's why we're in the Miami Hustle. That's what we're about. And I'm glad that you're here as a guest because there's a lot of artists that are gonna be listening to this, and they're gonna want advice from you because you know how to move within the industry. There's some artists that they have amazing talent, but they don't know the business side. So with that year that you took off just to learn. What were the most, I guess, like...
critical things?
Yeah.
Marketing. Marketing was one big thing. Like my new team, like, they was looking at a lot of my streams and stuff like that, and they were like, why a lot of your stuff was coming from out of the country? I'm like, I don't fucking know. I just pay somebody, they do it, whatever they do, I don't know. And then, like, they fixed that. So that's a lot of shit. Like, marketing your music to the right areas. Like, I got Detroit fucking with my music because, you know, my sounds kind of like
that's what's up.
Came from that,
that's how you set up
that genre. So, like, Detroit DJs are hitting me up. They playing my music out there, you know, and then, like, we targeting certain areas. We're targeting, you know, the areas that I know I can take off in now. Like, that they're listening to my shit, and my subscribers are going up every day. So, it's marketing, and then being financially balanced with it because, like, I went broke twice trying to, like, push the music because I was just putting money everywhere, just like, but wrong places, club this, club that, open mic this, I gotta spend $5,000 at the strip club, and like just dumbass shit that didn't matter. Like, I left them open mics with 3 fucking followers, and I spent $2,000, you know what I'm saying? So, a lot of that stuff was like marketing and fucking those. So
that's what's up. And how'd you learn that? Like, did you have somebody to teach you, or did you just YouTube?
I just sat back. I sat back watching it because you know I'm around a lot of the artists, and like I've seen a lot of artists sign fucked up deals and just like make bad mistakes that I just like, okay, I'm not gonna make that mistake. I'm just gonna do it like this, and I think it'll work. And every way I've been doing it is working. So
that's what's up. You're just a student to the game.
Yeah, I'm learning as I go, but I'm trying not to fuck myself in the process.
Yeah, no, that's what I try to, bro. I mean, starting this podcast, I spent a lot more money than I would have ever thought, but it took a lot of research, like you just like, I mean, I did YouTube. I did a lot of research on YouTube, like what cameras to use, what mics to use, how to do this, how to do that. Thank God for EJ doing all the audio. Like, it takes a team, bro.
Does take a team. Shout out to my team, GP. Yeah, my new management team. They've been helping me a lot, like, since I got with them. Been doing a lot of shows, and they the one that got my, like, marketing shit together too. Stefan, shout out to him.
Just had a show with SCY Jim. Shout out to
I got
him
another
for that.
show with him too on the 15th in Orlando at the car show, and I got a show on the 8th with Ryan J. How the fuck you leave the house and you forgot the purse? No, Hollywood Live too, so it's gonna be lit.
Yo, we're trying to be out there whenever you're out there. So
yeah, like pop out. I got y'all.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Sure.
April 8th lit.
Hell yeah, definitely.
We're moving.
That's what's up, bro.
Yeah. I saw on YouTube you have a song coming out.
A song, Slimy. I feel like it's gonna be like the breakout record for me because it's so hard, and then it's just like
223 spin your block.
That shit hit right through the car.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but it's like that shit had everybody like it. Every like I done ran it across a lot of family and you know friends and different people in the industry and shit. Like a couple of labels heard it. Like we was at a video shoot. We was at Lil Tyler and Trapland video. Shout out to Trapland. We was at his video, and a couple of labels was out there, and we was just in the Maybach, so I started playing my music loud. And then they all walked up, like, yo, this is it. A couple of them, too. And then one of the people from Sniper Gang label actually came to my video the next day, type shit. So that was lit.
Yeah, bro, that's what it's about, bro. You gotta just market yourself.
Yeah, man.
That reminds me a lot of, like, bro, we used to play baseball together back in college, and, like, that's how you got scouts around, you know? When you got scouts around, you gotta, for real? What position?
I was playing pitcher.
Same, yeah. I was a pitcher, and then I did outfield too. A little bit.
I did outfield too. I did outfield a little bit.
Yo, when I was
behind third.
Yo, when I was pitching, I just missed hitting way too much, bro. So
but I ain't gonna lie, I had like an MVP hitting season too, like where I was the most on the team. Me and this kid named Tyler, we had the most hits. I think I had like 13 home runs, 2 grand slams or something like that.
That's what's up.
Crazy.
That's what's up, bro.
We gotta get you out here in a softball game, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, I never. Did you? I've never played softball.
I played softball.
Yeah. Never got into it. It's different.
It's
bro.
whatever.
Nah, yeah. I mean, I stick to baseball. With baseball, right now I play basketball. Baseball,
I couldn't take it right now because like I've been like.
Nah, it's just, bro. Baseball's one of those things
just hitting that shit like now was just kill my hands.
Yeah.
But I actually had surgery on my hand now. Like I can't even do it anymore. Actually, that's why I had to have surgery because I got injured. And, you know, I was pitching. So I pitched with the right, and I had the glove on this hand. And every time I would have to catch, the ball would hit right here. I had like a little tumor right here. And the ball would hit that shit. And I just, like, every time. So my mom had to get surgery to take it out because I was playing baseball.
That's happened to me, too.
You know, them balls coming quick. So them bitches just...
Now that we're talking about baseball, I'm going to throw a curveball and change it up.
No pun intended.
Okay? So... What I want to focus on, just right now, and you know, obviously with everything about this past and everything about being the promoter that I am, I want to focus on what's coming. And that's a big deal for me. So Jugg, Give them a little rundown, man. You know, the future. Slide Me is obviously on April 7th. Make sure to subscribe, like it, repost it. Do what you gotta do. Stop hating. We've been showing love for too long.
What's the handle?
You know, we've been showing long for too long. We've been showing a lot of love for a long time to a lot of different people. It's time they return the favor, man. You feel me? And this music ain't booty. This some real, you feel me? It's some top production. Shout out and Just We Trust. Producer A&R. Family. Shout out Lito Chosen One Productions. You know, doing the videos. Jugg. You know what I mean? The family's handling business, man. So we gotta get this streaming going for my boy over here sitting next to me, man.
You already know it.
Straight up, you know, and that's it. I just, you know, it is what it is, bro. Facts is facts.
That's what's up.
You know, right is right, wrong is wrong, dog.
So speaking of what's next, last year you said you took off to learn the game, and now this year you're going hard. So what do you see? What do you see this year? Like, where are you trying to get to?
Just, you know, get my music out to where, like, I can get a few records out and have a couple smashes before I even think about talking to a label, because honestly, a lot of artists don't know a label is just like a loan. Exactly. A label is a loan, and you have to pay it back, and it comes with interest.
Big
if
interest.
That's the case, just go take a fucking loan out. Like, I've been working on my credit since I was a kid, so like, I have a business too, and the business has credit. So I feel like, you know, taking money from a label right now, even if it's a little $1 million, bro, like, over my span of the last 5 years, I want to say I could have probably did $1 million. So I'm not really rushing for no quick deal. I want to get a couple smashes, let them know that I'm really talented. And if a label got the right money and business mindset, because I want a partnership, like I said, I want to CEO this shit. So I'm really looking to...
Distribution.
Like, not distribution.
Not even distribution?
It's more, you know, I can, like, you know, I wouldn't mind, you know, because there's different deals. Like, people don't know there's publishing deals, there's master deals, there's different deals, but, like, I wouldn't give up the rights to my music.
That's what I was going to say.
Like, I would give up, let's say a publishing deal, they want a few records, or maybe, let's just say, okay, give us 2 projects. You know, we'll take the publishing for that. Like, I could do something like that, but I'm not signing over no 360, no my life, like 10-year deal, or you got to sign us 5 years till we recoup $2 million. Like, no, I'm not doing that.
And that's more common than the other version.
Yo, speaking of the CEO moves and moving in that way, shout out to Richie Rich. He's an artist here in Miami that we had on, and what he was preaching is like very similar to what you're saying, but what he does is he sells the CDs, like the actual CDs. Like, not many people have CD players nowadays, but the fans will buy that, though, as, like, you know, like an action figure, like memorabilia, physical copy, maybe even sign it, sell it for $20, bro. You buy it in bulk. I mean, you know, you already know.
Yeah,
so
you can do that.
Sell it for $20, like
he better out doing a drive. Like, maybe sell it a drive.
A drive?
I wouldn't do CDs, I'd probably do a drive or something. Or even, you know, they got these cards that you could put everything on. You just tap the music. You could just have your fans support you like that, you know. Yeah. Because you got to stick with the modern way. Because CDs,
I'm saying it's on all platforms, but he's selling it as
shirts. It's just like if you're buying a record, like, you know, like an old school record, it's just
what he preaches. CDs. So what he preaches is like, look, I appreciate the streams. If you're riding around in the car on Bluetooth, like, play my shit, I appreciate that. But, you know, if you buy a $20 CD for, like, memorabilia, bro, you probably already made me more money than most streams would have ever made me. Because streams is like cents.
Yeah.
So I was going to ask you, like, becoming an artist, streams don't pay you. Like, you're going to have to get a label money, this and that. Like, you got to find a way to monetize yourself as an artist.
We already started the merch.
Yeah.
We've been starting the merch.
So the merch is going to be what takes you off for sure.
It's going to definitely be, the merch going to be big. A lot of people like it already. So we actually got pre-orders and backup shit that we ain't even got to because we ain't even got to it yet. I just hired a nigga to start doing the merch stuff.
What's the Instagram for it?
DTH merch.
Follow DTH merch. Go ahead and shop with us, and also shop with the boys.
Shout out my boy Parker. He running that. That's my merch guy. You know, he verified now since everybody got blue checks. Yeah.
They got some dope shirts too on Jugg.
We out here. We out here,
bro.
Yeah.
I gotta get the website going. Not gonna lie, bro.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get the website going. It's like right now, all of the businesses just came out. I got to pay taxes, do all this stuff for them shits. And then, like, I haven't even got websites. Like I said, we're back ordered on the we're just getting that all together now. So,
bro, we started this podcast like a month ago, and we're already at like episode 25 or something like that.
Oh, y'all working?
Bro, we're about to drop in May, and we're gonna do 3 episodes a week. So we're about to do 12 episodes a month, like hit the market like hard as fuck, and like short form content.
Do it like that, but then you gotta slow down because it's more about
being exclusive.
Yeah, because you don't want everybody back. Oh yeah, I had an interview with them. Because if it's like that, I don't want it.
After May, when we drop in the summer, we're only accepting like, you know,
at least have a status. Like help me help you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There ain't no purpose of work with people that you put on mine. Like, they only got 26 people come to your channel. Who cares?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
There's a business side to it that you know we'll get into because you know I don't want to talk about the pricing right now.
No,
We'll get into that, but definitely a business side to it. And bro, we're just gonna keep the exclusivity of it. Is that after summer we're gonna try to only get like the big time people that are coming into the city to do a podcast here, aside from everyone else. You know what I mean?
And like I don't have a lot of features people, even though they ask and willing to pay. I won't do it. I gotta research you, all that. I be like, look. Because honestly,
we're real picky with who we deal with.
I was gonna say, tell me about features, because features is a side of the business that I never really, I really never got to learn.
Okay,
about.
I'm gonna tell you something, and I think
it is like
he's gonna agree with it. With features, man, unless you got somebody that you know that knows what they know that you don't know that they know, you don't want to deal with them because every time somebody's papers come up. Their papers be looking crazy.
It ain't even just about
the paper. And not even paper, just everything else besides that. You feel me?
Me, I don't even send out. I don't like to even send out features. Like, I recently got the feature. They was like, send the feature out, and I said, nah, y'all got to come to the studio. And I paid him for it. I ain't tripping on it. But look, he took off and got a deal literally the next week, and that feature price went from that to, goddamn. So, but yeah, I paid the nigga, and it was like sending. I said, nah, y'all gotta pull up to the studio, and I wasted money too again after paying it to get a nice ass studio. Pull up. I need to feel the vibe. I need to know who this nigga is. Like, if we can't click in real life, ain't no point of us doing a song. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I am.
Bro, my cousin mentioned that when he was on the pod too. He's like, I'd rather be in a home studio with people I fuck with than to be in $1 million studio with people I don't really know.
Fam, I like recording out the house.
Yeah.
I don't even really go to a big ass studio.
It's all about the vibes. Who you're around.
Yeah, like I'm off the top, so everything gotta be. I creating everything right then and there, the situation, the time, everything. So it has to be the right moment and vibe for me. If the studio fucked up, if I'm even arguing with my girl, or if I'm like anything, I might not even be able to rap because it's all coming off my head. All I can think about is either whether it's dealing with my business, or it's dealing with my mom, or it's dealing with my kids, you know, my girl, or whatever. Like, that's how it's coming. So for me to go in the studio, I gotta have a clear mind, all that. But I try to like block a lot of things out, which is hard now. Like lately, like I took a little break, like 2 weeks break, and like I just got in the studio yesterday and made a couple songs I ain't like, but you know that it comes with it.
Yeah.
How's the hustle when you're going hard? Like, how many days a week are you trying to record?
Right now, I'm getting back on it. I wanna say, like, at my best, I start like five times a week.
Mm-hmm.
But right now,
how many songs do you like in a session? Do you bust out?
Fam, I was knocking out 3-4 songs in one session.
It's possible, yeah.
You're
going
in right before I just recently, because I had moved last month. I mean, not last month, the month before, February. I just moved, but before that, I was recording like 4 songs a day. And I have a mixtape I'm finna drop. I'm gonna drop a mixtape after I do my EP. I'm gonna drop a mixtape the same like week within. And that shit hard. We gotta pick through 42 songs. It's called DTH Chronicles. Oof, shit's
Make sure you stream that, please. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sure. Yo, that's what's up, bro. And when it comes to like I was saying, the business side of features, right? Like, I always hear there's a price, but who determines that price? The artist, based off of what songs they've done with certain people, or
depends if they're
popping or not.
Depends if they signed or not. Depends if they're popping or not.
So who creates that price? Like the label, I guess. Like, how does
when you're signed, and depending on how much you're making from it, you want to see your percent of it. So let's just say if you got a deal and it's 50-50 and your feature price is 10 bands, the label takes 5, you take 5. Let's just say you got to do the feature for 5,000, you got to split that in half again. So it depends. But if you're not signed and you're popping, you still want to take that money because you probably got a little manager, you got to pay 20%. So if you do 10 bands, he got to get his 2,000, and then you take the rest. So.
Tell me the process about like starting a label, because I like what you said, where it's like some artists you don't really have to get signed. You can just take out a loan if you have good credit. And shout out to you for learning about credit, because credit is huge.
Yep.
And that's something that sadly we don't learn in school, but I think it's just as important as like history.
I don't want you to learn that shit. Dang.
Yeah, we talked about that in the podcast. I feel you. That's
it's not in the benefit of the government.
Exactly, and the banks.
Hey, don't be talking about that in my interview, man.
Hey.
It's not me, Uncle Sam.
Nah, but so how do you start a label? I guess you start an LLC, or you
it's
start
not LLC at first. You got to get a license. I forgot the license right now. I'm fried, but it's an agent.
The license is just something you got to pay, or is it something you got to study for?
You have to pay. You have to pay for it because that's what allows you to sign more than one act. So when you have a label, you're allowed to sign one person when dealing with just that guy, because after that you got to get a license to sign multiple acts for it to be valid.
Okay.
Like some artists got out of deals because of that type shit. Yeah.
Is it an expensive license? Because I know like a liquor license is okay.
I think it's like $5,000 or something like that.
Yeah,
it's not expensive.
But some people aren't willing to pay that.
Nah, we willing to pay, but we did the first drop with like one artist, and now we're just focusing on my shit. So it's just like we're gonna wait.
Yeah, but that's what you gotta invest in yourself and invest in your business, bro. Like that's the only way to make it. And like you said, like you got good credit with the business, you got good credit with the personal. So you start a label, and then that's what you probably did, right? Take out the loan, and then you start making moves, marketing dollars. Like then you invest it back.
Yeah, and it comes back. Not all in full, but you get some of the money back through streams and this and different things. And it's how much you believe in yourself. I wasn't really looking at the money coming back. I'm looking at how far it's pushing my career. So then when I get there, I see my return.
Yeah, that's what's up. And when you're in the studio, like...
Man, you just gonna sit back and cup?
Is you?
Yo, give my man a cup, dude.
Hey.
My bad. Damn, my bad, you.
When you're in the studio, do you go in there with like a type of plan for what you're gonna try to record, or you just...
Never. I don't even like hearing
off the top. Okay. You heard?
I don't even like hearing the beat more than one time, bro.
Really?
I want to hear the beat once, and then that's it. I want to go in and record it.
So a producer comes to you with the beat, and then...
I want to hear 30 seconds of it. I already know if I like the beat. And then I hear it, I'm like, all right, cut it off, let's record.
What type of beats do you like, usually?
Whatever, like... It's like right now, like the hard Detroit style beats. I like those style beats right now. And I put all kind of beats, but right now I've been on those and like, mellow, like, I want to call it Drake style beats, because that's what the DT kind of shit is. So, sometimes I just gravitate to different things.
That's what's up.
So you pull up, you say you do a lot of the recording at your crib.
Mm-hmm.
You put on the beat, you go off.
Just go off.
You record a whole session, and you just have it looping, and you just keep doing freestyles on top of it.
Couple bars here and there. If I don't like it, go back, record a couple more bars, stop, record a couple more bars. Cause I can freestyle through a whole track, easy. But you always want to make sure you're saying the best shit you could come up with when you freestyle. But that's why it's so good to do that, because you come up with the best shit you can do. Like if you wrote it down, it might sound that good then, but then like I used to write, and then like I would get to the mic and can't deliver how I was feeling at the time. I was feeling at that time I couldn't deliver that on the paper. Like it was impossible. And I would always record and be like, why doesn't it sound the way I wrote it, or the way when it was sounding that day when I was rapping it? It never comes out like that. So when I started freestyling, I started getting everything raw, emotions, like how I feeling at that moment, what I was, like everything. So
got you. And when it comes to a music video, like, do you sit down and have a plan and write down like what you want it to come out like, or do you like hire someone for that?
I used to do all of that by my damn self, and then sometimes my homeboys will help me here and there. Now, other people doing that, yeah. Yeah,
I've always wondered that, because I used to.
The last few videos, by the way, they haven't even came out yet. Everything you see from that before, that's all beat. Yeah.
For real?
Yeah, I put those together myself.
Oh shit, that's what I've always wondered when it comes to like, cause bro, music videos is a whole other art to the artist. Like you got to build yourself as a brand. So your music's good, but your videos got to be good too.
We were just about to shoot a video the other day, and I was telling my manager, I'm like, I'm running out of ideas. I'm like, y'all can go ahead and come up with some shit.
Yeah. What about performing live?
I love performing. I was just performing at South by Southwest.
That's right.
I love performing. I think a lot of artists don't really know how to perform. They don't really interact with crowd. You know, they don't got no crowd control. It's just like, I feel like some artists should just be a little more humble about shit. Like, yeah, you know, you might have your little face there here to see you, but give them a reason to want to come back. Because if your ass come back down here and you gave them a bad show, they ain't gonna come back. People might tell their friends, and their friends was gonna come to your show. Now they ain't coming.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he coming down here, and like, nah, bro, we went to his show and he was just standing there rapping. You don't want that.
Yeah, at the end of the day, you're an entertainer. Like,
nah, you know what? I ain't gonna lie. I learned that shit from X, because we went to the first couple shows on the road. Me seeing, like, I remember this shit vivid. We was out in the crowd and he came out and he was like, I'm not gonna start music till everybody get down on the floor. I was like, what? I'm like, they ain't gonna do that shit. I seen the whole crowd, like, from left to right, just get down. And then there was this grown man in there. He had to be, like, 36 years old, 37, man. Big, like, that man when I seen him get down on the floor, I was like, oh, yeah, he got it. You know? And he said, don't fucking move until I say so. And I was like, this nigga got crowd control for sure. And then he was like, when the beat drop, I want everybody to just start jumping. And then, and then everybody got up at the same time. And I was just like, yo, I've seen like that type of shit. And like, I seen them like do shit like feed them water and shit. Like, you know, really caring for the fans and shit. Like, you know, give them what they paying for. You don't want them to come to your show and just get that little. You want the experience when you film the shows. Hell yeah. Like that guy, I never seen nobody perform better than
even in sports, bro. Even with baseball, basketball, any sport, bro. Football, you want to perform.
Give them a performance. Yeah.
You have to. Yeah.
Nah, it's crazy. Asking the crowd to do something, they're hypnotized enough to want to do it, and then it comes out crazy. It comes out live.
Crazy.
That's a show though. Shout out. We had a DJ out here. Shout out Mikey, and he was talking about crowd control as well. He was saying like when he first started DJing, like he was too in the zone of what he was doing, and he wasn't focused on the people.
Crowd,
but then he watched another DJ out here performing, and he noticed that like half of his set he was talking to the crowd, telling them to do stuff, put your hands up, do this, do that, and the crowd is all on it. Like they follow it. So that's what he said. Like made him from like a beginner to like he just performed that story.
Yeah.
So imagine
I like
popping off.
Stories,
yeah, bro. And when you started like learning crowd control, I've always wondered when it comes to like the beat dropping and like you were saying like they count down like 1, 2, 1, 2. Is that something that every artist should do? Some do, some don't.
No,
like,
it depends on mood, moment. You know, if the crowd's into it right there, you feel like you can get them to do it. But
that's just something that gets the crowd more hyped, I guess.
I feel like no, like if they're there to see you, yeah, do that shit because they're gonna do it for you. But if you're doing a show and you just like you're an act on there, just do your thing because ain't nobody really giving a fuck about you right now. They want to see you. They want to see you deliver first. I ain't taking orders from you. You know what I mean? So,
and speaking of X, how are you able to meet him? Like, how was that relationship?
I met him when he got out of jail. One day I was hanging out with one of his friends, old friend from the block. We was chilling, and he was like, my homeboy having a show. He ain't saying who the homeboy is. We pull up to the show. CX, I'm like, oh, you know him? Like, what the fuck? So we go in the show. It's a video of it, too. We go in the show. He made sure we got in through the back door. He wouldn't walk in. He was like, if my people don't get in, I'm not performing. And we was like fucking 60 deep, God knows. And everybody got in, too. We all in there. We went on the stage and shit. But before we went on stage, he was so excited to see him and shit. And then he clapped both of us up. And then that's when I met him. After that, we started chilling like damn near every other day. I was at his house and shit with my homeboy, then went from there to being in the hotel with him and ASAP, Rocky and them and shit. That shit was raw. It happened. It can happen overnight. Like, that shit was happening fast as fuck. I didn't even think, like, I would be doing half of the shit that I was doing. Like, went to Rolling Loud with him on the bus and shit. We pulled up. Every time I went to Rolling Loud with him a few years. That shit was always lit and it's always respect. Like, when that nigga moved, it was like, get the fuck out of my way. If I'm coming, I'm coming. I was like, yo, he got respect.
That's what's up, man.
You said you started like when you were 13. your mom was your manager. Like, who was your influence? Like, artists growing up, like, who were you really paying attention to?
Off rip, the only influence like at that time that I really had was like Lil Wayne and Hot Boys and shit. Like I wanted to be that badass kid that was doing what they was doing, and I liked how their music was going.
Yeah, I was about to say, like,
they did a
Weezy
video
started like that
hood,
too.
like when I was young, and I went out there to see the video and shit. So.
Yo, shout out Lil Wayne, bro. That was my favorite rapper.
That's my favorite rapper growing up. And then Drake came out, and then Drake became my favorite rapper. And then, like, really, I just listened to a couple other artists, but, you know, Lil Baby.
Yeah, bro. Drake, he really came out of nowhere, bro. His style, his look, his flow was just different. Yeah. Being from Canada, too, like one of the first.
Now, I like that he's versatile, though. I like that he can go in any bag. You know, a lot of artists can't do that. And you can listen to it. You can go to his shit for anything. You can go to party. You want to sigh about your bitch. You want to, you know, get in your dance vibes. You want, like, he can go everywhere. So,
do you try to do that with your music?
I got a lot of that, but you know, it ain't ready yet. Once I pop off, I'm gonna kill him with it. I got Spanish music, all that.
Hey, yeah. Boy, you know Spanish for real? Yeah. That's what's up. Spanish in Miami's big, bro.
This is the most Hispanic rapper out right now in Florida.
Yo.
Just so you know. The Chicos are behind them 100%.
For real, I got the Chicos behind me, man.
Yo, you know what's funny, bro? We were just talking about that. I was just telling him that I got to start speaking more Spanish because I've been losing it throughout the years, but like it's so useful out here.
It was like, I think because we was doing it, I was there with my homeboy, and he's slow in his Spanish, Chico. He's slow in his Spanish, like. But I was telling him, like, look, I want to say this. I want to say like this.
Hey.
And then he was telling me, like, yo, say this. This is the word for that, and this is the word. And then I went in there and I said it like that, type shit.
Yo, the good thing about Spanish music is that if you notice the Spanish language, most words are going to end with A, or they're going to end with, like, a certain type of sound. Mm-hmm. So it's a lot easier with Spanish music to tell stories, bro, to hit different flows, because it's going to end with mostly the same shit.
Yeah.
Rhyming in Spanish is way easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was cool. I want to do like a whole verse though. I only did like maybe 4 or 5 bars.
Nah, that's straight. That's crazy.
Hey, Rich, bro.
To be honest, look, to be real, I got something planned for him with the Spanish stuff, but I believe in proper timing, and it just hasn't been the right timing. But there's gonna be a feature that's gonna come and set in stone a lot of things. But yeah, just know the Chico's behind him 100%, man. I repeat.
That's what's up. That's what it's about.
Yeah, man. We're out here. Stay working. Stay grinding. The hustle's real.
Gotta stay grinding.
Yeah, definitely.
Yo, and what I was gonna say about Lil Wayne, bro, like, shout out to him again, because what he was able to do with Drake is something that I'm sure you would aspire to do, because it's to be the GOAT, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, it's great to be
make
the GOAT.
another GOAT.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's GOAT.
That's
really a GOAT.
That's real
That's
GOAT
what I'm
shit.
saying, bro.
Is if you're the GOAT and you pass it on.
When you find somebody, you sign them and you guide them through the right path.
And they can do what you damn near did and better.
Better?
Jesus.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
if you can sign somebody like that, that's where it's really gonna. I mean, look at Lil Wayne now, bro. He's set. And he had Nicki Minaj too. He did the same shit with a girl.
Female,
like,
exactly. He's
the GOAT for real.
Goated,
like
he's the top. To me, it's a debate, and I ain't gonna get on it. But to me, he's top.
Yeah, what I like about him is that when I grew up listening, bro, I'm telling you, this shit has happened to me, like, even nowadays, bro. I grew up listening to him, and I'll sing along to all his lyrics, but his lyrics are so different. So there's so many similes and metaphors
that you could go back now today and be like, I didn't know he meant that.
I was just gonna say that. Yo,
I be seeing them do the little TikTok bars sometimes with this shit. I be like, oh,
yo, the fuck? Bro, I'll just be listening to it in the car.
I heard that song a million times. I didn't even know that.
Exactly. I'll put it together, and I'm like, yo, that's really what he meant. I was like, yo, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Nah, there hasn't been anybody like Lil Wayne.
But see, like, I used to rap like that, but people like stop giving a fuck about bars.
Yeah.
But I can still give them to you. That's what I'm saying. Any day, anytime.
What do you think it's more about? More the energy?
It's more about popularity. You know, what everybody else is into. Cause you like I was explaining, like Rod Wave, he's hot because you can only find that kind of music from him, kind of like, you know what I mean? And anybody else that's doing it, you don't care really. Right now, that's like, I go to Rod Wave to listen to shit like that he make. And if I want to hear, you know, I don't know, like, you know, shoot 'em up music, or I want to hear whatever, I go to a certain artist for that. But if it's like 10 of the same artists doing that same thing, then ain't no point.
Yeah, that's what's up. But I agree with you. I feel like nowadays it's a lot more about the flows, and it's a lot more about the beats than it is about the lyrics.
Yeah. And it's more about what you're doing. Like, you know, they want like, let's be honest, like, you got a lot of great rappers that ain't even getting a shot because they're not flashy on Instagram. They not, so doing all this extra shit.
To go off that, one thing that Kanye West mentioned in an interview is that, and I know he has his crazy moments sometimes, but he also spits facts sometimes. And he was talking about how, like, nowadays the problem with music is that the labels are purposely signing people that are doing specific type of music, which is 100% completely negative, to create that vibe. And only the people doing the most negative shit will go viral, will pop off, and will get signed by labels.
True.
So that they continue to just keep them down there so the labels can make the most money.
True.
So more people are about the money and that part of the business as aside to what you're on, like being a boss.
Yeah.
So when he said that, I'm like, yo, I feel like that really is the problem nowadays. Like, labels are just going for a specific flow and a specific...
Literally seeing artists give up, like a big artist give up, signed up 100% of, like 100% of his shit. Gave up 100% of his music, right? Just signing a piece of paper, not even reading it, just boom, gave up 100%.
It looks nice.
Now it's like, how am I gonna get it back? I'm broke.
Bro, he just turned his passion into being an employee, bro. It's crazy. Like, it's tough for me to even hear that. But I'm glad you're here though, because more people need to hear shit like this.
I mean,
before they do something.
Even if, like, these artists aren't even like having no like, they don't want to worry about the future because a lot of them not even making it. I'm not even like down on them because they're not being smart with the way they move. There's always negativity instead of the money, but they ain't even thinking about the future. Like, I could pass my masters to my kids, or I could leave it to my family so they could be rich forever. If your music is that good, if you make it there. But either way, you want to still leave something. But they literally signing away everything. Here go 500,000. All right. Here go a chain and 250K. All right. And it's like, you just signed for 3 albums, and then they asking you to make sure that 3 of them albums hit 100K, and then finna drop your next album next week. And you ain't even popping like that. You just famous on Instagram right now, and you streaming a little bit. You're not gonna be able to fulfill the 100K, but they gave you the money up front. The first album drop, you only made 30K. Or you did 30K, and they're like, okay, don't worry about it. Your next one, you'll be cool. You do the second one, you don't make it back. The third one, you probably make it back, but you still owe them for them 2 in the beginning. You're like, oh, can I get money now? I'm done with my 3 deals. No, you still owe us for the first 2. Those flopped.
You
only really fulfilled 1.
What's the bar about that?
Huh?
What's the bar in your song about that shit? Brand new artist, brand new shit just flopped.
Hey, your favorite artist just signed to a label.
To sum it up, that was it right there.
Your favorite artist, brand new shit just flopped. You know what I'm saying?
Real shit.
That's how it is.
Nah, the industry's ruthless, man.
Ruthless.
Yeah. They'll take advantage of you.
Yeah.
Business, bro. Just business in general is ruthless. 50 Cent said it the other day. He said that he's met more vicious people in business than he ever met on the streets.
Yeah.
And he knows business, bro. He's dealing with the top business.
Yeah. He know business. He definitely know business.
For him to say something like that,
I'm trying to get in.
You said 50 Cent?
With 50 Cent.
You heard the quote 50. About you basically getting robbed.
Where you at, 50?
Hey, shout out 50. Yo, 50 Cent was the first video I ever posted on this page. Him talking about hustling. I felt that because I like
his
that's
hustle.
His mindset.
He came from streets and shit. And
you see it in that video. He's preaching facts when he's not. He hasn't done it yet, but like he's preaching facts and he has it in his mind. And then he goes out. He's the type of person that he gets it done.
Like I remember watching to this day, like watching Get Rich or Die Trying movie, like seeing that shit and how he had went through that shit and like just like seeing him make it and become who he is now. I was just like, damn, that's tough. Yo,
Get Rich or Die Trying, bro. That album, that like mindset is mine. Yeah, that's my mindset too. Like that's
like 50's a great rapper. I forgot, like he's a legend.
Yo, he really is.
It's a lot of he's a legendary rapper. Like when he did the music, it made a lot of niggas step their shit up because Buddy was killing it.
My top rappers were Lil Wayne and 50 Cent growing up.
Buddy had a video game.
Yeah,
how many rappers?
He's good on his shit, bro.
He had a video game.
You know what he did? All right, so he had G Unit, right? And he had a bunch of haters on G Unit, so he started making a clothing brand called G Unit. And he started selling it to people. So when that shit popped off, his fans were getting G Unit shirts, he's making money, and his haters are getting G Unit shirts, thinking that, they're shitting on the label, but he's making money off it.
Yeah, see? He not made money both ways.
He's a CEO.
Yeah.
He took his passion for the music, and then turned it into, all right, how can I make the most money out of my business?
And he did it.
And that's the only way.
Wasn't he the one that discovered Eminem in a way? Was it the other way around?
I don't know.
Well, that's
not supposed it was Dr. Dre.
Okay.
Dre.
But they got tight through labels or whatever the case may be later on.
Yeah, definitely was Dr. Dre because he started the Aftermath with him.
Dr. Dre
Yeah.
flew him out to California from Detroit, and that's when he started recording.
Oh, that's right. I remember. Yeah, I heard that. He said that he had just got evicted from where he was living.
I believe so.
He broke into the house he got evicted from to sleep there one more night and then went to go meet Drake.
My brother-in-law knows all his songs bar for bar and could keep up.
It's not easy.
It's pretty impressive actually to hear him do that shit.
No, he talented though. You know, I'm not like I ain't listened to his music a lot, but when some of the songs I did, like nobody don't rap like that.
Everyone's gonna remember like I said, I'm sorry, mama. I never meant to hurt you.
They don't let it
I never
stand.
meant to make you
classics,
cry.
bro.
You
That
feel
was-
me? Like no matter who you are, you gonna everybody
Tonight
knows that
Collapse.
song.
That was one of my songs growing up. That shit was hard.
No, yeah, Eminem is our childhood.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
8 Mile was a
That's what I
good.
think
8 Mile was a good movie too. Now
Yeah.
I like that movie. I like that.
Yeah.
That come up.
Another guy that made a movie.
Yeah.
Eminem.
Hey,
Do you
shout out.
have that? Do you have that inspiration? Like
What
you're
do you
gonna
mean?
pop
We
as
shoot
an
a
artist?
documentary for like
No.
5, 6
Documentary and
years.
stuff. Yeah.
And
I-
like DTH Chronicles is actually gonna be the soundtrack for the documentary type shit.
Nice.
Yeah.
The documentary about you, the come up.
Come on.
So you saw the one of Kanye for sure, right?
Yeah.
Baptizing.
See,
That shit
like-
is inspiring.
We actually had longer footage, but it got like taken by the police. So
Yo, I gotta ask you a question, bro. When it comes to that, who's the person, like, who do you have behind the scenes? Because, bro, I've been telling this, like, to EJ and to anyone. I'm like, yo, I wish I had somebody recording at all times because
he does all the like recording.
I feel like I'm
right
constantly making moves and then, like, out of nowhere, some shit will happen that I wish was recorded.
Like normally he records. If he's not there, like we got camera guys that help me out.
Shout out Street Ninja, for example. That's one of the people, that's done a lot of different
Because that Channel
projects.
Zero, bro, that shit was clutch, bro. I wish I had some shit like that where they're just constantly, like, watching you move, like. And Joe Rogan said it too. He was like, if you have a camera crew following you around every single day, if you had that, for sure, you wake up in the morning and you do everything right. Like, you do everything you're supposed to do.
Yeah. I think it goes back to what you were saying earlier. Like, it takes a team. You gotta have your squad around you. If you got your squad around, it's easy to take out.
Yo, Andrew
take
Tate says that too. He says that he's like, it's nice to live alone or to live with, your wife or whoever you're with. But if you live in a room, like in a house with your cousin and your boys or something, like your brothers, bro, you're gonna wake up every day and you guys are all gonna go hard together.
Yeah.
You move different.
Yeah, you gotta have a team around you, bro. That's 100%.
Yeah, I got a strong team, dog.
Speaking of a team, when you were trying to come up, like, how did you know who to be around, who not to be around?
Didn't. I had to learn the hard way. A lot of losses. And eventually I got tired of the losses and started paying attention more. And keeping the right people around, people I can trust, people that aren't thieves, people that's motivating, people that want to see me win, pushing for that. And I always make sure, like, everybody around me taken care of, so,
Yo, shout out Savage again, bro. That's how he is. He wants everybody around to win, and I got that feeling and energy from him last night when we first met. And my cousin's the one that put me on to him. And bro, it's bro. Actually, speaking, so the reason you're here, tonight is because we met last night, and we had a good conversation. And bro, right there on the spot, within 30 seconds, he calls you, and we book you for tonight. And I canceled. I'm not gonna say, but whatever. Like, we're here. So he did that shit within 30 seconds. And the first thing I told him when he hung up, I was like, yo, you don't understand. Like, you're a real one. And just that little simple shit, bro, 30 seconds to your life could have changed my life. Yeah. Because having a guest like you means a lot to me, bro.
We just talked about that in the car.
And he
just talked about that in the car.
He could help us, like, bridge the gap between the north side. Because I don't really stay up there. But you do. So,
because
like,
I told him, one thing I tell him, he does this a lot, and like, I don't know you guys, y'all are new, but like he does it a lot where he has this big heart and he helps a lot of people out, and I've seen a lot of people fuck him over. At the end, I tell him, like, when you're doing favors for people, at least get a favor. So like later, it's not like, damn, I did it for no reason, or I didn't get anything out of it, and it's like, because there was a lot of shit that he done did for people, and it's just like, yo, these people they tried him like that, or damn, it's not that type of respect, So I always try to tell him, try not to always have your heart on your sleeves and be the super nice guy, because that industry shit ate me up like that. I was always the guy to help. These are like some of the like rappers, y'all know, I'm helping these niggas and doing certain things, and And I can't even get a motherfucker to repost my single when it comes out or hit back from a message. Just like, even giving your opportunity, like, yo, $10,000, just show up to this place and you're near there and not get a ring back. Like, okay, fine. But just remember that. You know what I mean? So
exactly.
That's why I try to tell him.
I'm just
don't always go all out for somebody if you don't really know what you're getting out of it, because you never know.
That's facts, and it's good that you have someone like that around you, bro. And that's the shit that I want to, like, that advice right there is crucial for someone like my cousin, bro. He's 19, coming up, being a rapper, and he needs to know this type of knowledge. So I appreciate both of you.
What I wanted to say was, I just wanted to say thank you to Jugg, because he's made me understand you gotta put a value, to yourself. Now, I will always move with my heart because it's put me in the position I'm in. Moving with my heart.
Yeah.
Now, do I get heartbroken a lot? Yeah, but I know who I am truly and what I'm capable of. So I just choose, because of how I was raised, to be a different person, not like most of the people nowadays that are involved in just this type of world, or whatever the case may be you want to call it. You feel me? But I'm going to always do what's right. And especially for people like Jugg, because at the end of the day, I mean, if you don't want to see your homeboy win, you just a hater, bro. That's it. You feel me? And why push someone that's not even genuine or fucks with you, and you got somebody that has a genuine dream that fucks with you, you might as well just go hard for them. You never know what could come out of that shit because of him, because everything with me personally started inspired by him. Just tagging and tagging and tagging and tagging and tagging. And then eventually it led to other things, you feel me? But shout out Lito, Chosen One, for seeing the vision with me as well.
Shout out Lito, man.
Respect to him,
He's doing big things out here with a lot of industry people, too. Y'all should do an interview with him.
Lito, Chosen One, will definitely be on this podcast at some point. There's a lot of very, very crucial people that I haven't even told you guys about that have, just done things the right way to have Jugg where he's at right now. And sky's the limit. We're nowhere close to where we want to be. There's a lot of work to be done. But we're all down to hustle, and that's what matters. We're all hustlers, bro, at the end of the day, in our own way, So...
Yo, but that's facts. And, like, so to go off what you said, you have a big heart, and like to go off what you said too, like you can't be doing too much for certain people. But what I respect about you is that you do have a big heart, because you didn't go too out of your way to do anything. All he did was make a call, bro. You could have not answered, and then I
would always come through for him, no matter what.
See, that's what's up. But I'm saying, like, if he wouldn't have answered, it would have.
I ain't gonna lie, some important shit to do. But I was like, I gotta make this shit for him. I want to make him look bad. This and that.
That's respect. Because like I just feel like if you wouldn't have answered, then I would have had to do my due diligence and follow up with him to get you on. You know what I'm saying? But bro, within 30 seconds, you happen to answer. So he did minimal effort, bro. He just called. But most people out there, they'll say some shit and be like, "Damn, bro, I'll get you this guy on the pod. Yo, no problem. Hey, easy for sure. Yo, can you hit him up right now? Nah, he's probably sleeping or something. But like, yo, I got you. I'm just like, all right, cool. But like, he did that shit, and I'm like, all right.
Yeah, it was late. It was like 11:30, 12.
But look, it happened, bro. The next night, we're out here with a 30-second call, bro. So anybody out there, you want to help somebody, make a fucking call, bro. You know how much shit you can learn from a call? You know how much shit you can get done from making one fucking call, bro? It's crazy.
Yeah.
Nah, the phone's crazy.
It's always about opportunity, though.
Yeah,
gotta show love, too, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we're all out here.
Hey, Jugg, talk to them about Slimy, man, a little bit. Like, what was the inspiration behind the song? How do you feel about the video? Who was involved in the making of the video? Why you even decided that be the first song that come out right now? What moment did you know that song was like the song of the moment for you? Just
I ain't gonna
talk
even
about
flag
it a
with
little
you.
bit.
I was in the studio. I was doing an interview on the podcast. I booked time in the studio. Showed up a little bit late too, because I'm always trying to handle business. And like, we had like 2 hours left in the studio, but I wasn't even really into recording at the moment. I was just like wanting to leave. I was like, I already booked it. So then we went in there, and I did this song. And I didn't even really think nothing of it till literally the next. I didn't even hear the song when we left. I did 2 songs. I did 2 songs. I didn't even hear the song.
No double ups, no nothing.
Nothing. I did
no
them shits.
ad-libs.
I didn't even hear it. Once they bounced, it was a wrap. We left. And then next day I woke up, I heard the song. I was like, oh shit, this shit hard.
Hey.
I didn't even know I could get that. I didn't even know what it sounded like when I woke up. But when I heard that, I was like, damn, this shit is it. And then after that, I was actually like, I was just like, I don't know, I was in a different mind frame. I was just like, fuck everything. So like, I ended up coming up with that. Like, and like I said, I didn't even try to. I just did it that night.
That's what's up, man. And yo, I recently saw that you got in a car accident, bro. So shout out to God for keeping you and the loved ones in the car safe. Because driving is crazy, bro. Like, people like me take it for granted. Like I was telling you earlier, bro. Like, I'll be driving and I'll be zoned out. And I'm on the phone too. Like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'll be just doing shit, whatever. I forget I'm in the car and, bro, within a second, bro, shit could change. So
real shit.
How did that, like, how was that for you?
I've been in so many car accidents, dog. So, like, it was scary, but it's just like...
Another one.
That's some DJ Khaled
I don't mean to
shit.
laugh, but it's just funny how you said
It was funny. It wasn't funny. It was like, I was making a joke. I was making a joke with
No,
my
it's
girl.
a serious.
I was telling her,
I've seen the pictures.
I'm like, I'm gonna...
Yeah. I mean, we'll have the pictures pop up somewhere around here. But yo,
they gonna be
crazy.
But
bro. You gotta be grateful
we was making a joke the day before. I was like, man, I'm tired of this car. I should have just crashed. I got full coverage. I made a joke the day before.
Hey, what you say is powerful, man.
That's why I said I ain't speaking.
It's crazy how that happens, though, right?
And then literally the next day that shit happened. And then I laughed about it while we in the hospital. While I'm in the train, I'm like, yo.
You can speak a lot of stuff
into that yesterday.
I think you speak everything into it.
I was like, remember we said that yesterday, and she's like,
hey, believe it or not, you speak things into existence without even knowing it. Like, whether it's good or bad. So
you don't even have to speak it, you think it.
Think it, bro.
But when you speak it, what I've learned is, like, when you think it, you think it. But when you speak it, you feel it. And when you feel it, that's the ultimate, like, that's the end of it. Like, if you feel like negative shit, but then you start talking your negative shit, so now you're like really in that shit, bro, be careful. That's why, like, me, I try to deflect it. Like, if there's negativity around me in my life, bro, even if I react to it,
paid for my joke.
Quickly, I'll be like,
can't get lost in the sauce.
I gotta switch up right now because this is not looking too good. So prepare for blessings because I can't be stuck in this shit.
Yeah, when you see that car though, like, you would like be like, how's it even still standing without a scratch? Because that shit was bad. Like,
what were the injuries?
Shit, just head injury in my leg. Both my arms was fucked up. Like, that's getting back better. Like, I was going to the gym every day. Now I ain't been to the gym since that accident and fucking, like, probably a couple days before, but, like, that shit now, I definitely wasn't in the gym. Just trying to recover. Like, I still been having, like, headaches since the accident.
You got a concussion, you think?
I was unconscious, so somebody helped me out the car. Shit.
No way.
Like, I woke up, all I see is, like, everybody around me and shit, but I was trying, my jewelry flung off too. It was a bunch, I actually lost an iPhone 14 in the car. I don't know what happened to it. But both these chains, I didn't have them on. I had them in my pocket because I was just like, I didn't want to wear them because I was just going to drop my girl off somewhere, so I didn't want to wear them. I just had them in my pocket, and then when we crashed, everything flew. Both phones flew out my pocket, the chains flew everywhere. So when I came to, while I'm on the floor, I look to the left, and all I see is this chain hanging, like, from, like, the side of the seat. And I'm like, oh, shit. I got up and stumbled over there. Yeah. Grabbed my chains and put them in my pocket and then fell back on the floor.
Damn.
Yeah, I didn't even look for the phone. I was like, I actually found one of my phones. I found this one, but it was, like, right up under my, like, brake pedal. But I didn't see the other phone. I don't know where it was at.
How fast were you going?
45. The car just cut me off.
Still, that's crazy.
Car cut me off. Like this. I'm in the third lane, car comes out of a parking lot to the third lane. So I'm swerving. I tried to swerve out of the way, but I still hit them, and then I went through a wall.
Damn.
The car got fucked up, bro.
Nah, it puts a different perspective on, like,
the car's total?
I just got pictures today.
Of course.
Yeah, it's gone.
The reason I'm asking is because
That insurance
I
money.
forgot that we're gonna have the picture up there, but we're gonna show everybody.
That's insane.
It's a miracle he's even intact right now.
But that goes back to what the speak it into existence thing, bro. It's like, thank God you're safe, but you're getting a new car.
Yeah, a couple calls.
I mean,
that
that's
insurance
crazy,
money,
bro.
though. Yeah.
My back, my neck, everything still hurting.
But back in the studio the next day.
I was gonna say, have you thought about rapping to that experience, or you're just gonna keep going like freestyling, like whatever?
I mean, whatever come to mind, really. I don't never plan it.
I asked because the Kanye Through the Wire situation.
Yeah, no.
That's a good one, yeah.
The car accident. That's the song.
No, he made a whole song.
Accident.
It was his jaw, though. That's what really...
Like that. I do songs like that at the house, but I just got back to recording, like, in the crib and shit, set up all the way, bought all my, like, plugins and shit.
What a lot of these people don't know is, like, how many unreleased songs do you make? Like, people only see a select thing that you think, all right, these are going off, these are popping, these are what I'm really into. They don't understand the hundreds, the probably thousands of songs you've put together that don't ever get heard, bro.
Yeah.
Just know there's a whole vote of bangers and hits that ain't even come out yet. That's all I'm gonna say. And when you feel me, just trust me on that. Got no reason to lie.
Nah, but I got over 500 songs.
There's a lot of music, Poppy.
I had more, but we lost the drive. We lost the drive because I don't know if it was sitting in a hot car or what, but it got fried.
Damn, that's scary.
And that shit was
a
good drive.
Damn, I know all that.
Do you ever put songs like put them all together? Like you got 3 songs in the vault that you get lyrics from here or like hooks from here and then tied into a different beat?
No.
So they stay the same, like the song?
Same song. Like now, like I was actually thinking about doing that because some songs I can't re-record now. Like they have to be mixed to be put out.
Yo, but shout out to you because you're super authentic with it. There's a lot of artists, you know, like shout out to them. They do what they got to do, but they collab a lot. You know, they get writers involved. They think about the hook. They think about this and that. But you're out here. You are authentic. You just spit it how it is.
What it is too, like. At the moment,
that's natural talent.
Like I done went to the club and then go home and rap about the whole moment, like shit. You know what I mean?
So now that you met him, what you do is you close your eyes, you listen to his music, and then imagine him doing what he just portrayed in the music, and that's it.
That's it.
You're just watching a movie at this point.
That goes back to the music videos. They're like movies, bro. They really are.
I want to get into more cinematic movies, but...
You're kind of a director in a way. When you create your own music video, you're the director.
No, yeah, I directed
That's
a lot of my shit.
creative process. Like,
I directed
the artists out here invest big money into it, like a legit movie, for real. That shit's fun, though.
You say you're trying to do movies?
Yeah.
Give me, what's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie? My favorite movies is like... Paid in Full... Blow, fucking Get Rich or Die Trying, definitely up there.
And you're trying to do something like that?
Movies? Nah, shit like that. I like BMF. I like the show, BMF. I want to do like shit like that, you know? Portray shit that like I'm used to and I know. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, getting your face out there is huge. Doing something like this, like a podcast, think about how many like... You said you've done podcasts before, but the more podcast runs you can do is only going to be beneficial to your image.
Of course.
Like
a lot of you'll be surprised, bro. Been around rappers, bro. And I be like, how the fuck did they sign this nigga? Like, or how the fuck do he even got a shot? Nigga won't even wake up to go to something like this. Be famous as fuck and be like, nah, I'm not going to 103.5 to beat today. You gonna miss it. For what?
Yeah, for what?
I'm tired, bro. You got another a perk. Bitch, if you don't get the fuck up. Like, I had an artist miss opportunity because he wanted to fuck a girl. And I was like, he missed a chance to record with Sway Lee with fucking, I forgot what his name. It was a big producer. Molly Mall. The one he used to work with Molly Mall. And we was in California. And some girl brokered the deal and, like, they wanted to work with the kid. And I was like, oh, we could just go tomorrow. These girls pulled up we had a nice-ass Airbnb in the hills. Oh, the girls just pulled up. Y'all just fucking with them girls 2-3 days in a row. Like, nigga. Yeah. Like, because I was helping them with their musician. I'm like, bro, trust me, this ain't going to come up again. No, the girl said we can go tomorrow. I said, she's lying. It's not going to happen. Tomorrow, sure enough, no phone call, no answer, no nothing.
Bro, it's not even worth it, even if she shows up. And one thing I live by is you got to get it while the getting is good.
Yeah.
And when the getting is good, I'm canceling, bro, on anybody unless it's an emergency. Because if the getting is good, if I'm in a situation where I can get it, I'm going to get it to the fullest. To the
fullest, A lot of artists miss opportunities. Like, I mean, I know why, like, sometimes, but a lot of the times, like, artists will do it just because, like, they don't feel like doing it. Like, oh, I be doing this too much, or I don't want to, I want to chill today. It's like, dumbass reasons. You'll be like sometimes I miss shit because I'm busy as fuck, or I might be going through something, like, unless they going through some real mental shit, then you can't say nothing about that, because there's no mental health is fucking serious, because I done experienced it, like, I done had therapy and shit. So mental health is very important, but if it ain't dealing with your mental health and shit like that, physically you good, like, you need to get the fuck up and go do your job. As like a lot of artists is just lazy as fuck.
Yo,
it's easy to be lazy, man.
It's easy.
Yeah, exactly. That is an easy route, 100%. You gotta challenge yourself. You gotta be uncomfortable. Like, easy gets you nowhere. That's you level up in uncomfortability. You learn new things. You adapt. But speaking of mental health, I'm glad you brought that up, because one of the reasons why I wanted to start the Miami Hustle is because I feel like as a hustler, when you're out here trying to get it, however you're getting it, whatever your passion may be, you take a road that most of your friends may not understand. You tend to be very lonely. You don't really have nobody to talk to. The problems that you have as like the hustle that you're trying to pursue isn't relatable to anybody else. So that's why I wanted to do the Miami Hustle, to bring all the hustlers together and like understand that there's an audience out there for you doing the same shit that you want to do, or somebody out there that could help you do what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
So speaking of mental health, like, how were you able to overcome that? And when did you start to realize that, like, your mindset is like the most important thing that you can have?
When it started affecting my life, you know, when it started making me not who I was anymore. So I even stopped hustling at some point. Like, it got that bad to where it took everything, my inspiration, everything away from me, and I was just like, damn. I didn't really, it wasn't really, I can't even say I bounced back real quickly. I just knew that I had to do something about it. And like, growing up, you know, with a black family, you're told, like, suck it up and, you know, deal with it. And really, if a lot of us took therapy coming up, or had somebody to really talk to that wasn't judging, you probably would be better. Because, like, when I was talking to my therapist and she hearing the shit, she's like, how the hell are you still alive? How are you still, like, doing what you do without being under medication? Or she asked me, have I been to a mental facility before? All type of shit. And I'm just like, no. She's like, this is her first time talking to a therapist. And I'm like, yeah. She's like, this ain't gonna be quick.
Yeah.
But, like,
nah, it's important.
It's just
there's
like,
there's not a lot of people willing to listen.
Nah, yeah. And then it's not everybody's not always, you know, a lot of people are judgmental. So you gotta watch what you say to people. They hold you to it, or somebody might look at you a certain way. You don't want to feel that way, so you don't even speak. You know
Some people could also give you the wrong advice.
A lot of people.
Or lead you to the wrong route. So how was therapy for you? Like, how old were you when you went through that experience? And you said that
last year.
You
This was last year.
You think more people should get into that?
Hell yeah. Like, I'm not taking therapy now. I wish I can. But the lady, like, she stopped working for the company that we was going through, and I couldn't find her. But like, I would still use her to this day. Like, I would pay out my pocket for it, type shit. Because she was helping me through a lot of shit. Like, I learned to deal with a lot of things that I was dealing with quickly through, like, talking to her. And it was just like I was out of town, and then, like, I would have therapy, and I'd be like, I can't wait to get back to, like, I talk. And, like, whenever I go through shit, I'm waiting till the next week so I can talk to my therapist about it. And it was just like, I started to, like, confine in that shit.
Yo, that's interesting, because I've never done therapy, but I'm just naturally curious about it. Are you assigned to a therapist, and, like, you go to that one every time, or maybe?
Yeah, I had the same therapist.
Could you request a different therapist? Like, how does that work?
I feel like you should go with someone you're comfortable with. Like, the lady damn near had, like, type experiences that I went through, and she went through a lot of trauma. She took trauma. I know she took therapy. She had trauma and shit from her childhood. She took therapy, so my therapist took therapy, so she really can understand. And, like, she helped me with a lot of shit, like, you know, closed little wounds I had, and, like, a lot of shit that I was going through. Type shit.
I think everybody should try therapy. Like, I don't think everybody needs therapy, but it's a good experience to get into. Like, start expressing
everybody
yourself.
might not need it, but you won't know until you try it, like you said.
Yeah.
You won't know until you try it.
I think it's beneficial. I've sat in on a couple.
I didn't think I needed it.
You've sat in on a couple?
I've been in a couple therapy sessions.
Is just since we're telling everybody to try it out, like, is this the first one free? I'm assuming. Like, how does that work?
Hell no.
Nothing's
I mean, I
free,
had
I'm not
insurance.
wondering, like, a consultation.
That's what I'm saying. I had insurance.
I'm just wondering.
Nothing's free.
My insurance was paying for it, but
Insurance. Shout out insurance.
This
out
is the
there.
free
Get your
therapy right
insurance. Shout out
here. That's what
insurance.
we're doing.
yeah, my insurance was paying for it, but the lady, she quit for that company.
Yeah. No, that sucks. She sounds like a real one. She sounds like she helped you out. Like
A
she
lot.
sounds like she's good at it.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully she gets back
Definitely.
into it.
No, she's still a therapist. She just doesn't work with that company
I
anymore.
got you.
So, and then she was hesitant to tell me, like, cause the calls are recorded and shit. So she was trying to tell me, like, I'm going to another company and give me the information to hit her up, but we couldn't do it over the thing. She's like, I'm not, like, I'll still be here. Then I missed the last therapy session because I was out of town. My phone had no service and shit. So I missed the last therapy session, so I didn't even get her information.
Damn.
Yeah, shit was crazy.
Yeah.
You gotta find this therapist, bro.
Got to. I need you back.
Hey, I'm sure she'll be watching. She was located up north.
They don't give out that information. She said she lived in Florida before.
And as a therapist, I'm just wondering, is it there, like, are they good at listening and then, like, it feels good to let them know what you've gone through, or are they good at giving advice based off of what you've gone through?
That's a good question. Actually,
Yeah.
it's like they good at listening and telling you to, like, based off what you went through, because if they give their advice, like, they got to know what you went through for them to give you advice on it. But it's never like advice like, pushy advice. It'd be like, well, you could handle it this way, and, like, give you ways to deal with the situation. Like she taught me, like, you should cry, because, like, I really, like, I used to hold back a lot where I ain't like to cry, but now I just let my tears go. I don't give a fuck, because when I used to do that, I would have these build-up moments where, like, I'll let shit slide and then lash out so bad to, like, if you're one of my friends or somebody I love, like, you're like, I hate you. You know what I'm saying? So I had to learn how to stop doing shit like that. And I'm still working on that, so.
I feel like from what you're saying, when you go to a therapist, they kind of, they listen to what you have gone through, and then they remove the emotions aside, and they tell you, like, look, you could make these emotionally based decisions, but this is, like,
this is what you can do. You can't.
Perspective.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, emotions aside, which I preach a lot. I think it's very important to be able to handle your emotions, because a lot of people, like, mistakes happen, and a lot of people do dumb shit based off of their emotions.
Right.
If you're able to understand that you're upset, and understand that you're frustrated, and understand that you're annoyed, and, like, think about
consequences at the moment.
Yeah. It's not easy, but you can't move with emotion too much. You gotta use your emotions to your advantage. I feel like when they're good, celebrate, like, feel that good feeling.
Yeah.
But when they're bad, when you start feeling like some bad shit, like don't react.
Right.
Do not react. Just chill. That's how I feel like.
Gotta learn it.
But that's good. I feel like a therapist kind of does that. Like, you go there, like, when you're going through shit, like, and you're, like, instead of emotionally reacting, like, go see a therapist and be like, yo, look, this shit just happened. Like, I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, she was good. You can just tell her anything. She doesn't know you. She knows you, but she doesn't really know you in real life.
She knows what you've told her.
Yeah.
How old are you, bro?
30.
30. Nice. Same. Old dog.
How was your experience with
I've gone for me. I've gone for other people.
You can sit in for other people. Like, you go.
They
with someone?
sometimes request you to go in for
know
their
your family members and shit. I ain't even get there. I was about to do it literally.
There's some
like
people that they want you to show up so that they hear a perspective from somebody else that is going through therapy.
Nah, you can do that, but they offer that.
Yeah. I've done both.
All right, talk about it. Let me, if you're comfortable with that. I've never...
I mean, honestly, I don't want to. It's too crazy. I don't want to get too into it, but...
Back to the music.
No. But going to a therapy session is great. Like, it's like, somebody there is really... They're paid to just listen to you talk, and they're going to give you a non-biased perspective on how you should move. So... You sit there and you talk, and then they're listening, and then it's like, okay, this is what I think, blah, 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 blah. And then you come out, damn, I've never heard it that way.
Like, type shit. I was shocked.
And the other way, too, like, you're hearing the person that is in the therapy, you're there with them, and you're hearing them talk different than how when they talk with you, and it's like, oh, like, this is what's happening when you're here. And then you sit one-on-one with the therapist, and then you give them a whole different perspective, and then that gives them a better chance to dissect the person that they're talking to. So the mind, bro, there's a lot of things that you're not attuned to.
The mind is literally everything, bro. I mean, as an artist especially, you get your lyrics, like you get your the beats, it's feelings, bro. We live in a feeling life.
Moments.
We gotta go based off our feelings, bro. We're nothing but vibrations. It's like matter. So like when I say a lot of things, like, bro, I a lot of times you'll hear me say like, it doesn't matter, you know? When negative shit comes my way, a lot of times I try to be like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because matter, if you think about matter, it's like science shit. Like, I mean, you know more science than me. I don't know science, but like matter, if you could help me out, I don't know. It's like
cannot be created or destroyed. That's the definition. But everything is matter. Like anything that's got weight is matter. So yeah. But everything matters.
So I try to be like negativity, like it doesn't matter. Like I don't have any vibration towards that. Like that's what I preach, bro. Yeah, man. What about you? Have you been through therapy stuff or not?
I use Mary Jane to
preach. You got that.
Hey, you're not the only one. You're not the only one.
Yeah.
Therapy.
But
it only can work for so long.
But he's been he's convincing me, and my wife is trying to convince me I might need to go sit down with somebody because I'm a little fried.
I'm telling you, it's good
I'll
for you,
probably
bro.
do it soon. I ain't gonna lie.
It's not a bad thing to do, and there's a stigma about it. Like, oh, you went and got therapy. Like, oh, you're weak. No.
Hey, does that help you with the music? Like after therapy, did something like, you know, did you have more clarity within your music? Like you got the emotions out, so you were more like focused?
Like the shit I go through, like the DTH Chronicles, just like that stuff was happening day to day. Like that's what I was going through at the moment. Like the titles are even like shit that pertain to exactly what I'm rapping about and what was going on at that exact moment.
How many tracks?
I did like maybe 42, 45 songs.
42.
We got to pick through.
That's a project. So. That's a movie. That's a movie for real.
That's like 5 years of work. No.
Literally maybe like 6 months.
Yo, that's crazy, bro.
Right.
Bro, that's
because everything else you had recorded had been dropped already. By the way, go stream all of that, man. There's a lot of like old music that nobody even knows about that we were playing like it was already on the radio, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? So.
Yo, how often do you try to make music videos? Like, let's say you have 42 tracks. Like, do you pick specific ones based off of, like, the flow or based off the story? Or?
I mean, out of 42, I would pick maybe 12, 13 songs. And out of that 13, I would pick, like, maybe 5 of them to do videos, depending on, you know, like you say, the mood or which ones. I normally go off what I like, and then I'll let the fans choose, like, see what's streaming and what's popping, and
that's
you know.
Smart. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
I like what you said too earlier about target marketing. Like I remember when I dropped some songs on Apple Music, you're able to see some shit, and like I'm curious, so I'm like, bro, when I see people listening to me in London, I'm like, that's cool, but like how? Like I don't know anybody in London.
Yeah.
So
probably just came across.
But yeah, I'm thinking like that Spotify vibe where it's just like, or Pandora, where it like just gets you something close to it. And yeah, bro, you start building up a little fan base. And like, if you're an artist out there and you're listening and you don't know about DistroKid or TuneCore, like, yo, it literally costs like $20 a year, which is nothing a month, literally nothing a month. And with a click of a button, bro, you can be on all platforms. And then you go on.
Have it up right here? No, just kidding. I was joking.
And then you go on Apple Music.
She gone.
You go on Apple Music and it tells you all that stuff, like where your fans are at. Like you said,
I already know.
Detroit's popping, so I'm a market in Detroit.
It's called Apple Artists. Apple for Artists. Yeah, you know, they got Spotify for Artists.
And it gives you the analytics. It tells you all that crap. Nice.
Have you toured?
I went to an X.
I think that marketing is the way that you set up a tour, right? You see what cities like you, what cities are popping, like. And
well, where I'm at, like when I went to Texas, we targeted Texas.
So you said like next week you're going to Orlando, or the week?
The 15th.
The 15th.
Yeah.
How often are you going traveling places?
Yeah, wherever the bag at, wherever they booking me.
And they reach out to you, and it's like, we out.
My manager, they've been reaching out with him, so lately it's just been.
How do you prepare for a live event, like when you get booked?
Gotta be in a good mind state. You know, just vibing, good vibes, always. So I'm trying to. Whenever I go through like shit like that, I like to keep the vibes good before I go. because how I feel, I might fuck around and forget because I'm already. I don't even. So a lot of the songs I probably don't even listen to a lot of the songs too. So if I'm coming off the head and it's something I need to perform, like I did that where like I have to just mumble half the song because at this point it's just like.
So you just like listen to the song like over and over again.
So lately I just been trying. Like now I've been. But you know, I'm always riding on people, so I know they starting to hate me because I'm riding to my music every day because they don't understand that any moment. Like it's a song that my girl likes, and I was supposed to perform it, but I couldn't do it because I didn't remember all the lyrics. And I want to get up there because you know when you're performing this live and lights in your face, people looking at you and shit, you can't always just think about what's in your head. Something might slip, and then if everything isn't locked in solidly, you might not even say the right words, and that's what happens. So I was just like, I'm not gonna do that song. Because it's just like, I can't fuck up.
I feel like it has to be in your subconscious. Like, you gotta have studied it and listened to it so much that you just, like, go off naturally.
Nah, and if you just play it off, they don't know. Like, it's playing in the background. You just go with it. Like, you're an artist. Like, it was supposed to be like
I know some people, like, I've seen people really freeze up and be like,
nah.
Like, they ain't know you was finna say it. Niggas, just keep going.
Yeah. What's the farthest you've traveled to perform a song? Couple songs. You been out to Detroit?
Boston.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to Beantown. I was born there. So
Oh,
nah, that's just
never been out there.
Boston.
What's your favorite place to perform at?
Cali. Cause like Hollywood is Hollywood, and like you are who you say you are. It's like it's all like.
Yeah.
Cause like when I was out there, I'm nobody, and they wanted to touch my hand and shit. Like I'm on stage, I'm like, I'm not one.
Yeah.
Like, can I get your, like, can you hold my phone and record? I'm literally.
But that's
at
the
that
thing,
moment, I'm nobody at all. I'm just hearing somebody who's somebody, and I'm on stage, and they was just giving me love, like.
When you go places like that, you discover like real fans. Like again, the same DJ that I was talking about before, he was talking about how like when he performs in Miami, like you know, it's friends and then it's people that have never heard of him. But like when he went out to Cali, he had some fans trying to ask him for autographs, and he's like, "Yo, I'm on the other side of the country. I never experienced this before." Like
Cali, it's just like it's fun, but don't get lost in that shit because it's fake. You know, it is fake. Nothing's really real.
You think Miami's fake?
Miami's not fake. It's just tough.
Yeah.
It's like everybody wants to be somebody.
Great
and somebody
answer.
always somebody. You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
Everyone got something to prove in Miami.
Give me a second. I'm gonna call you back.
Nah, Miami is tough. It builds character, bro. Anywhere down
Remember
here.
what I said last night? That's one of my hairs on my balls.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
Yeah, bro.
That's what Miami means to him.
Yeah, we like
I love Miami. Don't get it twisted. I was born in Overtown, right up the block, man. So, shout out to Miami. I love y'all.
Yes, sir.
You're not too far away.
We out here.
Nah, we're literally bordered.
Have you performed out here in Miami?
Yeah, tough crowd.
Yeah?
It was. Nowadays, I'm getting love, but at first, it was like, when I used to do the show. Well, no. Well, like, cause I used to do the shows with the underground rappers and shit. Those shows used to always be lit.
Where was it at? What place?
Shit, all around down in like these little clubs in Miami. Like, you know, it used to be like the like X used to do where they jump around and mosh pit and shit.
Okay, yeah.
Like those shows used to be lit sometimes. Sometimes they were light, but those fans always show up and they always show out. That's the thing. Like they're always ready to have fun and they know the lyrics of the song.
It's like they got the promoter flow, like they bring out their people.
Like now, like when I perform, like people know because I got a little face now, but now I gotta go to the club. Like if it's actually, let's say it's a script club, you gotta go to the club, show up, gotta be fresh, gotta have money to spend, gotta show out, be the best, you know. But like I did a show recently where it was a night, and then a lot of people showed up on my behalf, and I rocked the show. So
that's what's up.
Nah, it's a different energy. I'm sure performing in front of people bumping your crap, like it's a different feeling.
And I get hit up for features all the time.
Yeah.
Now, so.
Like the best version of my experience with that is playing like in front of a crowd in baseball, but I can imagine like there are people rocking your music it's where it's at.
Yeah, man. That feeling's great.
Yeah, bro. When it comes to like somebody hitting you up for a feature, are you open to that? And how I've always wondered too, like if I'm an artist and I want to do a feature with a certain person, what is my approach? Do I send an email to somebody, or do I hit up the manager? Do I DM them? Because the DMs, I feel like, get lost sometimes. So
Yeah, you get lost.
How do you feature? Like, who hits you up? How does that work?
Right now, I think like sending an email or hitting up the manager, because like I don't even really interact with people on Instagram like that unless I take like if I go to your Instagram and it's worth it. But then even then, I'm not even like worried about whether you got clout or not. You know, it's a lot of shit behind the music shit. Street politics is important for me. So I don't really do a lot of features based on money or based on like, oh, that nigga popping on Instagram. Like I said, I gotta feel you. I gotta know that you real, authentic. That's all I care about. You know what I mean? And your music gotta be good, because I don't give a fuck. If your music's garbage and you authentic nigga, bro, keep doing whatever you doing and get this shit out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Straight up.
Some people need to hear that.
Yeah, shit.
It is what it is, bro. Nah, but that's good advice, because that's what I'm trying to start doing now. Like, when I'm trying to hit up people, I know in the DMs it get lost sometimes. Yeah. So I'm wondering, like, who do I got to hit up? How do you know whose manager somebody is if it's not in their bio? Like, I'm literally just trying to learn from you at this point.
Jump in the comments.
Comments?
Like, I'm trying to work.
Gotcha.
Something like that.
I've done that before.
The manager's going to hit you up and be like,
I've done that. All right, cool. So I'm doing things.
Like our boy over here, just be annoying. If you're annoying enough,
straight up,
get attention.
Straight up. See, when you're doing music, if you're annoying, because look, this shit happened to an artist I knew. He was always like hitting people up, like see, let's say I meet you today and like you're lit, you somebody popping, and like I leave from around you. Now I'm tagging you in every post the pictures we took, tagging you every post. My brother this, and every under your comments, my brother this, blah, 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 and your DM brother when you coming back. All the shit, and then this nigga don't really fuck with you like that. Yeah. And then like I ran into that nigga, and he was like, "Oh, you know what, man? That shit annoying." And I was like, "Oh yeah, buddy, I know he does that to everybody." I had to like,
you gotta be real, you
don't want to be that. But like it depends, like when you're rapping, but like how he's doing it is actually getting people drawn to him, because what he's doing is helping him. You know, he does podcasting, he does like promoting, and that's what you gotta do. You gotta reach out to those people. You can be annoying to them, because when they reach back and looking like, oh, he actually working with these people, or he got this, it helps you, it benefits you in that way.
100%.
But if you do it as an artist, people are gonna be like, oh, you're dick riding, all this and that. If you happen to pop off and them DMs fucking pop up, then what? Oh man, that nigga was begging me to work with him. Well, how you looking like? You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I feel you.
Nah, straight up. The most I'll do, bro, is like, I'll send a DM, because I feel like a DM, like when I try to get someone big on the show.
No, ain't nothing wrong with sending a DM. I'm saying like this kid was on some like 5 messages a day. You know what I mean?
Oh, shit.
No, not him. The kid I'm talking about was on some 5 messages a day.
That was just the beginning, though.
What are you doing? What's up? Heart emoji, heart. Like, you know, dumb shit.
So I don't do that, because I feel like if you don't see my one message, you're not going to see my hundreds. Like,
and just because you took a picture with a nigga don't mean you know him.
So, bro, what I'll do is, like, I'll send one DM, because I call that planting the seed.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm going to send you one DM of why I'm reaching out to you and what, like, I'm trying to do.
But you also, remember, like, if I don't follow you, you go into like the request box. So you gotta like check your DM in the comments.
I said that's the first step. That's the first step. So I planted the seed, right? So then what I'll do next, like let's say I've been trying to get Haslam on, right? So with Haslam, all right, I send him a DM, so it's in the request somewhere, it's lost. But then I'll be like, I'll like all his posts, like real quick, because in the notifications, if he personally checks it at some point, the 305 hustle, bro, 305, like, 305.
Yeah.
So the 305 hustle, like, just spammed you, like, damn, who's this? Maybe, Yeah. But then I'm also gonna hit him with a comment and be like, yo, check DMs, I'm trying to do a podcast with you.
Yeah.
Just check DMs, bro. Something like that.
Check the DMs.
And then if he sees that one day, bro, shout out Haslam. If he sees that one day and just is like, check DMs, 305 hustle, this guy's liking all my shit, like, what's up? Let me see. 305 hustle, he looks at my profile and he says message, like, it opens up.
You say you want to get Haslam on there?
That's a dream.
Would love to have Haslam.
Just say it to the camera. Like, hey, Haslam.
Hey, Haslam. I've been saying that.
Like, you feel me?
And then boom.
Look where we at.
Joey's gonna make it pop up.
Haslam, you already know 305 hustle.
No doubt we'll have
this
Haslam.
is about.
It's coming.
Hey, let me say one thing about Haslam, though, bro. He's been on the heat this long because of his hustle. Nothing but his hard work.
Yeah.
If he wasn't as hardworking and dedicated as he is, he wouldn't be the leader that he is, and they wouldn't be paying him what they're paying him to have him on the team.
Super respected in the locker room.
It's the hustle, bro. It's the hustle.
Nah, he's a Miami legend.
He belongs here too, bro.
I think he went to Miami High.
They need somebody to maintain the balance.
And then he went to UF, so he stayed in Florida and then back to
Florida,
Miami.
baby. True Florida, baby.
Shout out Haslam. He'll be
he's
on
a
here
real
one
one.
day. He'll be on here. It's only a matter of time, like we talked
Pull up.
about, bro. It's only a matter of time.
Yeah, though.
It's gonna happen.
Gotta happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, we out here. And shout out up north. Anybody that wants to come down to the Miami Hustle, you know, we...
Broward County 954, man, tap in, man. Miami-Dade Hustle, 305 Hustle, man. Y'all know what's going on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We out here.
We're just trying to connect
help
the people,
out.
bro.
Yeah, we're just trying to help people out. So anybody listening, just know, bro, shout out to you again, bro. The advice that you gave on this podcast was gold to so many people out there.
Y'all pay attention, man. Don't get fucked in this industry. Don't get lost in the sauce either, man.
Yes, sir.
Get you a therapist, fuck nigga.
Yeah, man. Don't
The
forget
last
that.
question I like to end it with is, what does Miami mean to you?
Life, man. That's where I was born at, you know. I lost a lot of people here. So, Miami was life for me.
That's what's up. Shout out.
So,
Shout out life.
yeah.
And be grateful every day. Because
Gotta
every
be
day,
grateful for life, because you'll never know when it's your turn.
every day is a great day to be alive.
Facts.
Yes, sir.
And the hustle
Facts.
continues until next time. Hey,
Yeah.
you'll be back on, by the way. So we're
Hey,
gonna
man, y'all
hey,
follow me, man. On
everybody's
Instagram,
gonna follow you?
DTH Jugg everywhere, man. Y'all can find me. I don't got a Twitter or nothing yet. I'm finna get one.
Yeah,
Y'all
say it
follow me
again.
on Instagram, and y'all can follow me on YouTube, DTH Jugg, DTHJUGG, man.
Check them out. This stuff's fire.
Hey, we're all gonna follow you. We're all gonna follow the story. So you're gonna be back. You can come back whenever you want. You can come back in a month, 3 months, 6 months, a year. But you're gonna come back. We're gonna keep following the story. We're gonna keep following you because
Got you. Follow the story. It's a great
you
one.
know you're a hustler, and you're gonna keep getting it just like us. So we're gonna grow together.
Yeah.
Look, I'm telling you right now. One day we're gonna be in the penthouse of this building. And
I got
you're
a
gonna be up there
penthouse.
with us. Hey,
I got a penthouse.
he's ahead of the game.
Hey,
Yeah.
last but not least, April 7th,
April 7th,
Slimy, YouTube, subscribe, like it, comment, repost, tag, show some love, start hating.
Stop hating. I'm finna make a shirt like that. Stop hating.
That's the point.
Yeah.
Out.